Hi everyone, I'm Editor-in-Chief of Power Motoryacht, Dan Harding, joined by my friend and colleague, Editor-in-Chief of Passmaker, Jeff Moser.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Well, hell of a way to start off the Fort Lauderdale boat show. One of the stars of the fleet, undoubtedly the boat we're on right now, the Palm Beach 85.
Yeah, the rain that just stopped and couldn't dampen my enthusiasm for this boat.
I like that. I see what you did there.
Yeah, they're getting it ready now for the show. The show's about to open, but we're going to try to show you as much as we can. The boat's a little bit crowded, but it's the way it goes at these shows sometimes.
You know, so I think one of the most interesting things right off the bat is for an 85-footer, Mark Richards was explaining that a lot of people are actually downsizing to this boat. They're coming out of super yachts, 130, 150 feet. Maybe they're tired of crew, and actually I liked his line. He said having a boat like that is really like running a business. This one has incredible crew quarters. If you had one, you could single hand this boat or have one crew to kind of make your life a little easier. And that crew quarters is one of the best I've seen in
it's
a boat
really
of this
nice,
class.
right close to the engine room, and that space, which we'll show you at some point during this quick tour, is really exquisite. The same thing we saw on the Grand Banks 85. It shares the hull, the V-Warp hull, but you got this huge canyon where you can fit paddle boards, kayaks, everything else.
We'll
start down there?
Yeah, let's give it a
start
shot.
down there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Jeff, this looks like a stateroom on a 60-footer.
Sometimes you'll see crew quarters and the wood grain's a little bit less. It might be veneers, and it's just this feels like part of the boat. It's got the same teak that you see throughout, the same handles, the same fixtures in the loos. Yeah.
It's it's kind of what they say, almost like a happy wife, happy life, happy crew.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a better experience. And
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to maintain crew a lot longer.
Yeah.
You got somebody cramped down in a sarcophagus.
Yeah, you made the point that there's a single berth in here as well for crew, but then you got this commissary area here. This is for the crew, and they've got refrigerators and freezers and ice makers and storage and washer and dryer. But really
relax.
It's just such a well thought out space, and you made a good point where this boat is a lot of times run by owner operator. It just could be for overflow, but if you got 1 or 2 crew, it's going to make such a difference.
And the owners of this boat, hull number 1, is an owner and his girlfriend use the boat without crew, so that's impressive.
Yeah, Dan, as I was saying before, I mean, this is a huge, I guess you can call it a lazarette, because you got, but the engines are on either side of here. These are D13 IPS drives, 1,000 horsepower apiece, but these open up for, you want to get that? So this one's going to, is that going to clear that?
I got to move that door.
Okay. So this will open up. You're going to have service points on here, obviously, some stuff and some valves, but I can get in here fairly easily to get to the drives and get outboard of these drives.
Right.
I'm not quite standing headroom, but really, really close here. You got all your stuff that you need to get to. There's your rate cores, electronics, these D13s and their pod drives. They take up a lot less space than some engines will. Yeah. Behind the camera, guys, your Fisher Panda gen set. So this is just a mirror. The other side's the same thing. But this is a lot of space in here.
And like you said, I mean, this is this looks like a hangout itself. Outboard of that engine, you have you got some racks, bike storage, you got all the toys.
Yeah, it's a really well thought out space for what do we got here? Oh, just some more storage.
Additional
That's a
storage.
great idea.
And look at the size of this door. I think it speaks to the seaworthiness of of a boat that's spending a lot of time right at home in the Pacific.
Yeah, access right behind us. Of course, there's access to the swim platform as well.
Press or visitors? Visitors. Perfect. Well, I'm the hired helper.
Okay, very crowded boat,
Let's
but
give it a shot. All right, so making our way into the salon here, and this is where you start to get a sense of the scale of this boat. I mean, 85 feet, it is impressive.
it just goes on. I mean, this is like teak for miles. We were there in Malaysia. We saw the supplies of teak that they have in the yard, and I mean, I've noticed when I was on this boat before, everything is so tactile. You just want to run your hands on these countertops.
Which is why they keep coming in behind us, having to wipe everything down.
Yeah.
We're meaning to talk to you about it.
I've been
Stop
told,
touching things.
I've been told, and I think this boat is probably customizable. These layouts, you could probably have the galley aft. You can have the galley where we're looking at it now. Another thing, Mark Richards, the CEO, told me this boat's great in a seaway, which you would expect. But you got
Absolutely.
these handles running across, so this boat can, always good that if you're walking through the boat,
Yeah.
have a place to put your hand.
A boat like this doesn't stay tied to the dock too long.
No.
I want to. So just putting it into scale, this 85 feet, that is actually the same size as a regulation basketball court. Fun fact. So
Really?
if you imagine back in gym class doing suicides.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just me and my traumatic upbringing, but that's the size of this, or a 7-story building on average. Turned up. Yeah, to just give you a little sense of for a sedan, it is just expansive.
Yeah, and I'm going to move the sign and sit because
You are a rebel.
I'm just looking here in this boat. You got a lot of bow in front of you, but these V-Warp hulls, you're not going to have a lot of bow rise.
right.
You're going to get a little bit of bow rise when you're getting on plane, but this thing is going to stay. These views are going to stay really clear for you guys. This boat does also come in a flybridge model.
Yes.
I'm loving the sedan. And of course, you've got wing stations to either side, so you can, for close quarters maneuvering, for some other things.
Well, I mean, just to belabor that point, it's not. This isn't normal that you can have the the joystick in the armrest at the helm, and then also port and starboard depending on where you're docking, and that's what's going to allow that owner operator.
Yeah. It's a really good marriage with Volvo Penta and this boat.
Absolutely. I mean, this is really a brand on fire with new models. Like I said, this will be the sedan version. There's the open fly bridge and a sky lounge version, which is the enclosed fly bridge.
Wow, yeah.
And then I was just going through their catalog, refreshing my memory. Everything from, they got a 107-footer in the works, and the mold just starting there, all the way down to 45 feet, and everything in between, all different combinations. This builder has really exploded, it feels like, in recent
30th
years.
year anniversary this year they're celebrating, and of course, Mark, who we've mentioned before, is going sailing. He's going to do the Sydney Hobart race. I think he's won it 9 times.
Well, what's one more time?
There's one more time. Like I said, everything's so tactile. Let's look at the curve of this teak rail here. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Got our day head here.
You'd be hard pressed to find a builder that's doing finer woodwork these days.
I mean, you would be very, very hard pressed. I mean, I challenge you.
Okay, accepted. Challenge me.
Yes. Don't sit on the furniture, but let's look at the space. Midship full beam master with a king walk around. Like, kind of dig it.
This would work.
Yeah.
This would work.
I think
Really,
got a
really nice size.
Yeah, walk-in closet here. Head on your side.
I know. The head's really impressive. I gotta say, one of the saltier touches that I really think speaks a lot to the Palm Beach owners is the fact that you have an MFD down here. This is not, again, speaking to, you're an owner operator. You want to know what's going on and where you're at, and check on all your vessel monitoring right here.
Yeah. I'd have the AIS on, and I'd have my, if I'm out anchored, I'd want to have that.
So you got a couple friends down in the engine room.
Okay.
Oh, guys. He's picking his nose.
Yikes.
We'll get him out of here. But really, it's again, speaks to the fact that this is an owner-operator vessel.
Dan, you mentioned before you got a really nice ensuite head back there, and behind this door there's a full stand-up.
It's a washer dryer.
No, it's it's the locker, hanging locker.
Okay.
But it's big. It's got plenty of room.
Wow.
Pull out drawers. Yeah. So, if these owner operators want to stay out for weeks,
Yeah.
there's enough storage on this boat to accommodate
Oh,
that.
this is the anti-day boat.
Yeah. This is the 2.5 week boat.
I like that.
Yeah.
For me, it'd be a 2.5 year. It would can get me off.
Check out the VIP first. There's 3
Yeah.
staterooms on this boat. They're all en suite. When I first walked in, this is a tired thing to say, but I was like,
the master?
obviously it's the master. But
Classic.
yeah, it's not. This is the VIP.
Yeah.
Got some hanging lockers to either side. There's some stuff in there, but you got hanging lockers. Walk around queen, quiet space.
Yeah.
En suite, so you can stay private, but this is a well-appointed VIP. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. And these teak treatments throughout the boat, and the countertops and the heads that match the one in the salon is just really nice.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing I like about this, they've got their logo on the back, but
Yeah.
the way the STID chairs match the diamond pattern on their custom chair. It's
Yeah.
just, nothing is left undone here. Everything is thought about on this boat. There's nothing that seems to be an afterthought. Everything is for a reason. Everything, not only does it look pretty, it looks sturdy, and it just looks like this is such a yachty yacht. It just reeks of years of experience on the water.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of the things you don't see. The real calling card of this brand is what you're going to see underway, right? This brand is about the performance and the efficiency. A great riding sea boat. So hopefully we get the opportunity to put the boat through its paces. But this one's definitely the total package.
Yeah, I think we said about a 19 to 22 knot cruise with these double IPS, 27 knot wide open, and then triple IPS is an option, so that's going to push everything up. You're going to get a mid 30 knot wide open with that, with a cruise that's really pushing 30 knots.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's plenty of room in the engine room, as we saw, for an engine right in that center.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you want to stay tuned for more on the Palm Beach 85, an upcoming issue of Power Motoryacht, and at pmymag.com. I'll see you guys out on the water.
See you soon.